Hello, comrades and friends. My name is Joe Sims, and I am here today to talk to you about a new program that the Communist Party is launching. It's called This Week with CPUSA.org. And we are appearing on Facebook Live every Friday at 10:30 Eastern, and we hope you'll join us. Just go to the Communist Party's Facebook page at 10:30 and look us up. This week we're going to be talking about the elections and the need for collective action in order to fight the fascist-like danger that is emanating from the Trump administration, and to put forward a program that will address the needs and priorities of working class people. We're going to be talking about the tragedy that took place in Pittsburgh last Sunday with the killings of 11 people at the synagogue. A terrible, terrible event that came about as a result of the promotion, the creation of an atmosphere promoting violence that Trump has been systematically engineering for the last 2 years, really since the start of his presidency. We're also going to be talking about the different content that we've been posting at cpusa.org. We have a Marxist IQ there that's dealing with the issue of nationalism and what we call the national question. You remember Trump just last week called himself a nationalist, a very dangerous precedent for a US president. I don't think it's ever happened in the history of the United States that a president called himself a nationalist. And you got to ask the question, what nation is uh, Trump representing? You know, it's certainly not the multinational, multicultural uh, United States, because he has been putting forward racist views ever since the day he and his daddy got started in real estate, but more recently with his ads against the young men who were charged with the raping of a woman in Central Park, young men who later turned out to be proven innocent by the DNA. And then he went from there to declaring that President Obama was born outside of the United States. Trump was the original birther, and it's continued throughout his presidency. In fact, racism is the central organizing principle of his administration. So his concept of the US nation is not a nation composed of African Americans, Latinos, Asians, and white people. It's a white nationalist nation. It's a nation of white supremacy. We're going to be talking a little bit about the evolution of those ideas, and we have a Marxist IQ that's devoted to that. We have a very interesting webinar there dealing with the Marxist approach to the evolution of the nation state and the role of what we call the state and government under capitalism, as well as a number of other important articles. A lot of different content. We had one of our leaders, Jarvis Tyner, recently spoke to students at Ohio University. Got a great article about that, and also a lot of content about the work of Communist Party clubs and districts all over the country, most of which is focused on bringing people out to vote on Tuesday in the midterm elections. In fact, we have a campaign. We're trying to get members and friends to pledge to get people out to vote over the course of the weekend. This coming weekend, GOTV weekend, get out to vote weekend. So go to your local church, your local union, your community organization, knock on your neighbor's door, bring your family. Really, it's so important to turn out to vote all over the country. Interest, vote for health care, vote for decent jobs, vote for better schools, vote for peace and against military intervention, vote against the Tea Party and the GOP, vote against Trump on November the 6th. So please join us on Friday at 10:30 Eastern on Facebook Live. The location is the Communist Party's Facebook page, and we hope to see you there. So thank you, and have a good evening. Good night.